Hi Libras, this is going to be your reading for July 2025. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to traditional tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Alright, let's get started. So your message is learning experience. You've dedicated a lot of your time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world, and have had many experiences recently that have been great teachers. Even though not everything has been easy or perfect, there has been positive in that you have come to understand yourself, your gifts, and your abilities better than ever. You are deeply connected with who you are, and what you stand for, and what's important in your life. When this card appears for you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles that you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining, and that you will soon have moved beyond the feeling of being stuck or unsupported. Inner peace and a sense of security come from overcoming hardships. Without the challenges that life has presented to you, you wouldn't be the person you are today. This is a time for you to reflect on the incredible strength that you have. No matter what has gone wrong for you, you've made your way through the darkness and into the light. When this card appears for you, your angel guide is inviting you to ask yourself, what have I learned from this? This card represents the teacher that you have within, and through integrity and connection, you'll be able to find a message within the mystery. If you are still facing challenges, you're being encouraged to keep going and trust that the worst will soon be over. The light at the end of the tunnel is you. Alright, Libra. Let's take a look at this here for you. Sorry, dropped one of the cards there. Oh. All right. Lots of interesting energy happening for you this month, Libra. Okay, so I have the Page of Wands energy coming in our main energy. Page of Wands energy is this like exciting new energy. It's all about kind of adventure, you know, ready for a new adventure, ready for something new. I'm excited about something here as well. Being like, okay, where's the next step? What do I do here? Where do I go? You know, excited about this kind of newness that might be popping in for you here. I have the Lovers coming out after here as well. Now, Lovers is energy. It could be a romantic lover here, right? Someone that, so for some of you Libras that are single, it might be a new kind of romantic relationship that's coming in, a new fiery beginning here, a passionate new beginning. So that could be kind of pretty exciting for you. There, again, like I said before, it doesn't have to be with the Lovers card that this person is a romantic person, but they could also be just someone that you are kind of divinely guided to meet, someone that's a part of your kind of soul family, or someone that you are supposed to meet on your timeline to help achieve your goals here. So there's an exciting new beginning for you with this kind of new partnership, whatever it is here. For some of you, if you are in relationships and you're not looking for any kind of new passionate beginning, it might be a passionate beginning with your partner here as well. Okay, it just feels like there's something, this passion reignited that's kind of happening here with this kind of Lover's energy, Libra. This Ace of Wands is just telling me there's a new fiery beginning for you, a new kind of start, which is very, really exciting. I'm getting exciting energy from this. And the Knight of Swords is just saying you're like full in. You're just like, yep, whatever it is, whatever this kind of Ace of Wands opportunity is, you're like, yep, let's go for it. Let's go full speed ahead of this. It's Knight of Wands is kind of like going into battle, and on the kind of traditional card, the horse is a little nervous, is a little skeptical, but the warrior's like, let's go ahead. So I feel like that's this energy that you are doing. You're like, yep, ready for it, let's go into battle, let's move forward. Here we have the Five of Cups coming in reverse, which is, this is where we want this card. Okay, and we want this card in the reverse because it's just saying that you're kind of realizing what you have in your life, even though some cups have spilled over on you. Again, we've had some learning experiences recently. You still see these 2 cups of what you do have, and you were kind of very excited about that. You're just like, yeah, I still have these 2 cups. I'm good to go. I'm rearing to go. Let's just jump right kind of into this here. And I also kind of get this with the 5 of Cups, that it's this card about gratitude. You're kind of just being really gracious for what you have. Maybe you're really gracious for this this new connection that you are having. You're just like, yeah, I haven't had this in a really long time. This is kind of really, really nice here. With the Temperance card in reverse, Sagittarius energy, they're telling you to just maybe, fill your own cup first. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's kind of feeling like here. Some energy is a little bit imbalanced. So you might be really, really excited about this new opportunity or this new person here. But they're just telling you, again, to fill your own cup first. Find tranquility, peace, and balance, even though it feels like this energy is kind of ramping up for yourself here. I have this Page of Swords coming out, and it's on this kind of 8 of Wands. So you might not be, it might feel like your energy isn't coming fast enough, or something isn't happening quick enough. Maybe they're not responding quick enough, or some kind of conversation. So you might be having some conversation with someone about that, of being like, hey, it feels like this is delayed. It feels like this is not really coming in the way that I wanted it to. Page of Wands is all about a conversation to be had, bringing conversation forward, or someone coming forward to you and having a conversation. So someone might be having a conversation about something being delayed, whether that be you or whether that be them being there like, hey, why do you want this as fast as me? Even though I feel like your energy is kind of like, let's go, let's do this. Might have a conversation happening, okay, about that, about things not maybe moving in fast enough or as quickly as we'd like it here. You're also getting a lot of wand energy. A lot of wand energy coming out for the air signs right now. More wands. Alright. Definitely relationship stuff going on here. 2 cups coming out right after. Definitely is reading like this big kind of connections with other, relationships with other. Again, doesn't have to only be romantic, but obviously with the Lovers coming out, it's kind of a clear sign that it might be some kind of romantic side. Maybe one person is kind of more let's go for this than the other. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse is like we're not taking the time out to just pause and see how much we've grown, see how much we've done here for ourselves, okay? So maybe there might be some triggering things, it feels like this month for you, Libra, with what's bringing this newness, like you're kind of feeling like something is like what it was in the past here, but you kind of got to step back and you kind of got to be like, okay, I'm coming at this as like a different person. I'm coming at this in a kind of with fresh eyes here. I've done all this work, I've learned all these lessons, as I say here, right? Right? Lessons learned. I've done all that. I'm coming back as something different here. So again, maybe you're feeling like you were kind of moving into an old pattern of yourself, but realize you are just new, you are changed, you're ever growing, you've done a lot of work already, so just see that. The 7 of Wands here is just saying stand strong and stand grounded in yourself, because it might be some other people's opinions or some people that might be coming kind of after you in a way. You got to be like, nope, this is what I believe, I've come this far, this is who I am, I'm standing strong in that. Again, power and strength in yourself and your own choices are going to be really, really important. I feel like it might have to do with emotional boundaries here as well. I have this Page of Cups coming out, which is an emotional conversation. So definitely a lot of communication that feels like it's happening for you this month, especially with maybe someone else. I feel like you're going to have this kind of heart-to-heart moment and you're going to kind of set up some strong boundaries for yourself, which is really good because you're like, this is the experiences that I've had and now I'm going to kind of put this kind of put this on the table, right? This is a boundary for me. This is what I have to talk about here, because I'm just setting myself up or defending myself here, okay? So again, you might be talking about your boundaries, talking about maybe some kind of struggles that you went through here as well. The Two of Wands is just feeling like you have the world in your hands right now. New opportunities are kind of around the corner for yourself, but I feel like you're kind of like searching for them. You're not waiting for them with this Three of Wands to come in anymore. You're not waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for those opportunities to come to you. You were kind of being like, the opportunities are out there, the world's in my hands, I'm going to go out and grab it. And that's what this kind of Knight of Wands energy is I feel like you're maybe going to be the one that's going to be the person reaching out. You're going to be the one that's going to be the initiator, right? The igniter of this flame. So much wand energy for you. I feel like Libra, July is going to be kind of fast and furious for you as well, which I was feeling in the Gemini reading here as well. But it just feels like another time where things are just going to be kind of moving quickly for you, or you wanted to kind of move quickly. Okay, this Knight of Wands is this kind of, it might be this other person coming in, maybe this other person is a fire sign, but it feels like you, it feels like with all this energy that's coming out here with this Knight of Swords and this Wands, that you're just kind of like, let's get the ball rolling, especially with this Two of Cups. You're feeling very excited about it, this new connection, feeling really passionate about this, maybe this collaboration. I'm getting collaboration for some of you where this is more kind of like a career. It's like someone that you really dig, that's when you're like, let's create together, let's make something, let's do all that kind of energy. Let's start something, you know, let's start a business, let's start a project, let's start a film, whatever it is here that you want to kind of start, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to build here, you're really having that drive to go out and do it, especially in this month. This card flew very, very far, so I'm sorry. I'm going to stop the video and then I'm going to come back because it flew across the room. We're back. So we have the Nine of Wands, which is in reverse, and it's kind of talking about trust. Trust we know what we're doing, trust what we are kind of feeling, and bringing that trust forward here. I do have the Seven of Swords, but it's coming out with the Eight of Swords right after. And this is kind of being like stealing from ourselves or taking from ourselves here, because the blindfold is on, right? She's tied up, she has the blindfold around her eyes, but it's not tied. And also she has all these swords around her, so she could cut herself free, but she feels trapped in a way. So I feel like it's like, don't steal from yourself here. Don't steal from this energy of maybe in the past where you're just like not really feeling accomplished or feeling like you're not bringing anything to the table. Just understand kind of who you are here, and don't let that kind of take from you. Don't let that kind of energy that's negative, this energy that says you can't do this energy that says, you know, maybe you're not good enough, whatever it is here, Libra, don't let that steal from you, because it's just allowing you to kind of stay in the same place. And that's not what this energy is here for you. It wants you to create, it wants you to drive, it wants you to kind of move forward here. This Nine of Wands in reverse is saying whatever energy has been giving you anxiety or keeping you up at night is going to kind of start setting itself free. And I feel like it's you kind of being like, I'm not going to let this kind of control me anymore. I'm not going to let this take over my life, right? This anxiety of it. I'm just going to kind of be in the driver's seat a little bit more here. Whoo, energy. Like a lot of forward energy coming in, popping out in this month of July. I feel like people are, Libra is like the scales, right? And it's because they're always trying to find balance here. But I feel like your scales are tilted this month, and that's okay. You're just like, no, I'm going to stay on this side. I'm going to put more energy onto this kind of weighted, driven, fast side of the scale here for myself. I just heard fuck balance. People might be like, who are you? You know, people might be saying that like, what is this energy? Who are you? I'm going to move on to Oracle here for you, Libra. Believe in the impossible, right? Make that the driver. Be like, yeah, this is my circumstances. I'm moving forward. I'm getting away from this. I'm putting those boundaries up there. The world is at my hands. Believe in it. Believe in it for yourself. That's like when people, if you're on like social media and like TikTok, people are like, I am delusional. I am delusional because it works out for me. I feel like that's what they're telling you to believe too. Be like, yeah, absolutely. The right person's coming along right now. Yeah, they're on their way. They're on their way to me, and it's going to happen, and I'm going to get it. And they're telling you to be in that energy. And people might be like, it might be scary for you, Libra, because Libra is also kind of an energy of kind of people-pleasing in a way. You know, we like to make sure everyone is balanced. I say we because I have a lot of Libra placements. I'm a Libra rising. But we like to make sure that everyone else feels stable and secure. But they're like, no, do this for you, right? You got the love, Hadrian energy, codependency, boundaries. What were we talking about with this 7 of Wands and this Page of Cups? All right, I'll read that for you. The Hadrians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people in all situations. As a result, they find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, and healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lover of the cosmos, they dive in fast. We're talking about this fast energy, right? They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first, then establish a healthy relationships with others, to remember that the love they seek is already within them, and that they truly do have all the love on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways that you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for the starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain vitality to it, that you're always unsure about where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made consciously or unconsciously. To acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious, right, this 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you have used a relationship to soothe or cover up. Do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how can you develop a deeper level of love for yourself? And this is the kind of boundaries that we're talking about here with this Page of Cups, with this heartfelt. You know, you're like, this is a boundary for me. And we were talking about with the Temperance card in reverse, we're saying fill your own cup first, right? We're saying make sure that you feel good or at peace and stable before bringing whatever this other kind of connection is for yourself. And I feel like that's going to be your journey. It's going to be this really like fast journey for yourself in July, but you're also got to kind of make sure you're not kind of putting all your energy outwards and you know, putting it all on kind of someone else here, keeping some for yourself. Just realizing like the power's in your hands. The world is in your hands here, Libra. All right, you are that beacon of love. You are that kind of energy that will make things happen for yourself here, and trust in that. All right, I'm excited for you, Libra. This was your July reading. I hope that helped.